State of Origin footy. It's always going to be the headline act no matter what, with Freddie's Blues, Scal, looking to wrap up the series on home soil. Everything's going so smoothly, though, perhaps maybe a bit too smoothly.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Look, my career throughout Origin was quite checkered and quite tough, playing against probably the greatest Queensland team ever. But certainly 2010 was probably the hardest year. I remember I wasn't picked for game one, which was in Sydney. The Blues were beaten, sent to game two to try and save the series, and we trained great. You know, the sessions were great. The game day was really good. We got on the bus. The feeling was really good. We got to the ground. Everyone was pumped. Go for a team meeting and look around. There's 15 players there. We'd left Michael Ennis and Jared Hayne at the hotel. So what do we do? Now, if anyone knows Michael Ennis and his game day preparation, it is anal and pedantic, and he absolutely has things down to the minute.
Well, he got there eventually.
And he got in a cab, him and Hainsey. He said he was in the cab. Hainsey couldn't care less. He's on Fiji time, just sitting back, listening to his headphones. Ennis' head is falling off. Yeah. When the cabbie realised who they were, what did he do? Went the long way. Sat in traffic. Yep, 100%.
Smart,
that was very tough.
Wow.
And, of course, what happened that night?
Did you win?
Lost. No, we got beat.
Well, Freddie's team don't catch the bus these days. They walk to the stadium. So
probably smarter. They'll all be together that way.
Well, maybe. There are a few distractions along the way. Goods, when I think about your preparations leading up to Origin, I think about horse riding.
Yeah, it was interesting, wasn't it? I mean, when Junior Pearce came in 1999, he's not a big drinker, so he wanted us to bond in different ways. He took us, I think we climbed the Harbour Bridge one year. The next year, it was horse riding, and he might have kept us out of the bars, but he certainly didn't keep us out of trouble. That's Robbie Kearns' horse. Robbie was on that a couple of minutes earlier. All of a sudden, I was just trotting along there nicely. I think they call it trotting. It might have been a canter, Sammy. Yeah. And then Robbie came past on his horse, and I just thought he was really good. And the boys from the Shire knew how to ride. All of a sudden, he was just on his saddle, and the saddle just went sideways and ended up on the turf and broke his shoulder. End of his Origin campaign, and obviously end of his season. And I don't know, I think we drew that series, so it's not always smooth sailing. No,
especially hearing from you two. So that's a bit of Blues history. What about Maroon's history? Any hurdles for you, Sammy, heading into the big ones?
Well, not for me personally, but thinking back, I've been very, very lucky to play a lot, but JT forgot his boots once. So I'm going to put a bit of GST on this story, but we've rocked up to the stadium. Lucky enough, it was in Brisbane, and we've had to send the police escort back to the hotel to get J2's boots so he could play. I think he probably went out and got man of the match that night.
Yeah, there was 5 breaking-enders that night as well, Brace, by the way.